Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is the end of the year and I literally can't believe how quick this year has gone. Any of you that have been following me or watching any of my videos or any of my friends and family, you'll know that I moved here just over a year ago now, moved back home to my hometown, and it has literally flown by. Like, I can't quite believe I'm a year into this new life. And it's been a roller coaster to say the least. I have had a new jobs. I have moved a couple of times, obviously. I have a new relationship. I have just been, you know, my mum's moved. Like, I just feel like so much has happened and I'm really excited for 2020 because I think, oh my God, how much my life has changed in the last year. Like, I'm so excited for what's to come in the next year. I feel like for the first time in my life ever, I am as comfortable in my own skin as I have ever been. And I feel like I know myself so much better. And I guess that's a big part of getting older and things like that. But I'm just really excited to be going into 2020 and being with my boyfriend, making more memories with him because he's just the most amazing person ever, and spending more time with my family and things like that. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. Today I thought I would film a little bit of a Q&A for you because I put up some pictures on my Instagram and on my Facebook about, I did the decade challenge basically, so I posted some from when I was, how I looked 10 years ago to how I look now, and a lot of people, well, a few people messaged me with questions, and then I also thought, you know what, I will just do a basic Q&A. I'll pop up a little question box on my Instagram so that you can ask me anything and I will answer them in this video. So it's a real mixture of questions, but I've picked the ones which I think like a lot of people have asked me. So the first one is, what made me start YouTube? So the reason I started YouTube was, so I started actually filming YouTube videos just before I started my master's degree. So I was in Chester at the time. I went to Chester University and I studied an MSc in wildlife conservation. And the summer, I think before that, I knew that I wanted to start a channel, but I wasn't quite in a situation where I could like have a good setup or anything like that. Not that my setup was that great anyway, like any of you that have seen my old videos will know that. But I just knew that that's what I wanted to do. So when I made the move to Chester with my boyfriend at the time, I decided like now's the time to do it, like now or never. So I started filming. It was basically, it was a mixture of things. So I know I've always been a massive fan of YouTube. Some of my favourite YouTubers have been on YouTube for a really long time, like Chloe Morello, ShanXO, Lauren Curtis. Like, I love those. And I was always just felt so inspired, and for me it was like a massive outlet for like creativity, like being able to watch these girls kind of be what I wanted to be, really. So it came to a point in my career where, although I was enjoying what I was doing, I felt like I've always been quite arty and I felt like I needed more of a creative outlet, sorry. So I started to kind of take little Instagram pictures and be playful with my makeup, and that went on to doing a blog, and then that went on to filming YouTube videos. So I guess the reason is a bit mixed, but the main thing was that I had aspired to be it for such a long time. I like had so much respect for the girls that I was watching that were already doing it and doing it so well. Like ShanXO to me is like one of the best beauty people out there. Like, she just, her passion for it is just never, like, she's never slowed down, she's never really had a break from it, and she just keeps going, and I find that so inspiring. But then also that kind of within knowing that I wanted more than just the career that I was following at that time. Like, I really wanted to just do something that was creative and that was fun. And then I also, like, all my life I felt like I'm not shy, I am quite outgoing, but when it comes to my opinion on things, I can sometimes maybe like sit on the fence a little bit, like I don't want to upset anybody. And I felt like my blog and doing YouTube and things gave me the opportunity to say what I wanted to say, and for those people that wanted to listen, they could listen. And I feel like some of my videos, I have achieved that, and people have taken my advice and they've messaged me and said, oh, can you help me do this, can you help me with that? And that has achieved what I wanted it to achieve. So yeah, I guess they're the main reasons that I actually started filming in the first place. So the next question is, what made me switch? Which I think they're talking about the decade pictures, so it would have been from when I was a lot heavier, so probably like switching my lifestyle. What made you switch and how did you get so skinny? So my weight loss journey, I hate saying that, but I guess my weight has played a massive part in my life, my whole life. Like, I am just a foodie. Like, I come from a family of foodies, and I don't think that healthy eating was always at the forefront, but we always ate really well. So we never ate like junk food. My mum always fed us really well, always home cooked meals, but I was just always on the heavier side. I like food, so I was always eating. And then when I got to about 17, 18, I went to college, and I just decided that I wanted to start losing weight, and I did it really slowly. So I was 17 and I'm 28 now. So you're talking like 10 or 11 years of like just very slowly changing slight things in my diet and in my routine. So I started by calorie counting, which I wouldn't necessarily recommend, because there's like loads of things that say that calorie counting is a load of rubbish, but for me it was a way of like simplifying like how much I could eat in a day. So I started working towards that. My weight went down a little bit, and it kind of went up and down, up and down, up and down. And then when I finished, I think it was when I left a job and I went back into another job, and that job that I was doing before was quite a manual job, and I'd lost about another 1.5 stone doing that, and I really like didn't want to put the weight back on. So I was like, that's it, when I go back to this new job, I am not going to eat chocolate anymore. I'm not going to eat biscuits, crisps, cake anymore. I can't be trusted. Like, I can't be trusted to restrict myself. And I would say that was really when the biggest transformation happened. And then alongside that, I also started exercising a lot more. So I started doing like little runs a couple of times a week, and then it went up to, okay, I'm gonna run 3 miles 3 times a week. And then eventually I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and run 5 times a week. And then eventually that evolved into, I'm gonna either run or gym 5 times a week. And now I'm at the gym, or I'm running 5 times a week, every week. I very, very rarely alter that unless like something major comes up and there's nothing I can do. So yeah, that's kind of how I progressed it. I just gradually changed things. Like, I didn't go from being really unhealthy to being super healthy and then lost loads of weight really quickly. It really was something that happened over time. And the reason I did that was basically because I just wanted to feel good. I wanted to feel good about myself. I wanted to feel like the person that I could see on the inside was reflected on the outside, and I just wanted to treat myself good and just live life to the absolute best, because I think with confidence is an incredible thing and it can change your life, and I think nurturing confidence and your self-esteem is really important, and for me, my health and fitness is a massive part of that. Okay, the next question is, can I take you on a date? No, because I have the most gorgeous, handsome boyfriend, kindest man ever, and he is just everything, so no. What's your favourite foundation? I get this question so much, and I actually get this question a lot when I go out and about. So like, a lot of people in shops will say to me like, oh, what foundation are you wearing? And the answer is, this is going to sound so bad, but I love the L'Oreal True Match foundation, and if I'm going to mix it with anything, I will mix it like primarily L'Oreal True Match, and then mix it with maybe like a bit of Studio Fix or NARS Sheer Glow or something like that. But my primary foundation, which is my go-to, which I know is always going to look good, it's always going to look good on other people, it comes in nice shades, it's like relatively affordable, is L'Oreal True Match. Honestly, it is so good. If you just want like a foundation that doesn't break the bank, that you're not worried about traveling with in case it gets smashed, that you know is going to do a good job, L'Oreal True Match is the one. It's honestly, like, it is the best, like the best. So somebody else also asked, can you do a tutorial on your everyday makeup? So I also got a couple of other comments on my video where I did the pretending to have lip injections, and that was, I think a couple of people commented on that asking for a makeup look replicating what I was wearing there, and that is basically my everyday makeup. So it's very similar to what I've got on now. It's kind of like a goldy, bronzy, smoky eye. If you guys do want to see that, because I would be more than happy to film it. The only reason I haven't filmed it is because I thought that I mean, it's pretty easy, like it's pretty basic, and I wasn't sure if anybody would actually be interested in seeing it. So if you do want to see an everyday makeup routine, of course, I would love to film that for you. And I can tell you, because basically my everyday makeup routine is obviously all the products which I absolutely love every single day. I use them day in, day out. Amazing. So if you do want to see something like that, then just leave me a comment down below and give me a thumbs up, because then I'll know to film it. Okay, so the last question I've got here is actually 2 questions. So they've asked, how old am I and am I a model? So I'm 28 years old. So I was born on the 2nd of September 1991. So I've just turned 28, and I am definitely not a model, even though sometimes I get a bit bougie in my Instagram pictures. I'm definitely not a model. So those are all the questions which I've picked out, which I think a lot of you will have wanted to know the answers to. So I hope you enjoyed this video and it cleared a few things up for you. If you've got any other questions, just leave them in the bottom of this video, and then I can do a part 2 if you want me to, and fill in any other gaps that you guys are interested in. And I hope you all have the most amazing new year, and I wish you all the best for the new year. I hope you get everything you could dream of, and work hard, be safe, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!